Okay, good morning, all of you. Today I'm going to discuss the topic multimedia systems and multimedia devices. So we have two things to discuss. First of all, different types of multimedia systems and then different types of multimedia devices. So we have two categories of multimedia systems. First, we have multimedia presentation systems, which can be used for users. Then we have multimedia development systems, which are required for multimedia developers. Now let us look multimedia presentation systems. Now these include a PC with high resolution screen, CD-ROM drive, speakers and microphone. All these will constitute a presentation system which will be helpful to represent all kinds of multimedia elements. Next we have multimedia development systems. Now these will include, first of all, a software toolkit which is required for development work. Second, software library for supporting functions. Third, libraries for three-part audio and video clips, and some related hardware components. Now, if we look at multimedia development systems, they require more resources and utilities as compared to presentation systems. So they need to be checked for the required list of components and resources. Next, we can see 6 categories are there for multimedia devices. First one is analog media devices. Second, digital media devices. Third, general purpose devices. Fourth, synchronization devices. Fifth, interaction devices. And sixth, multimedia platforms. First of all, we will discuss analog media devices. Now, these devices deal with analog medium. Since the name indicates these are analog media devices, so they will deal with analog medium. That means through signals, they will use the transmission medium in the form of signals. The communication will be through signal. So they have 3 subcategories: source, filter, and sink. Now, what are these 3 categories? First of all, source. Now, source is used for input. Now, since it is analog medium device, so the input will be in the form of analog signal. Source is implemented for analog device, so it will represent input in the form of analog signal. Examples of sources, or you can say analog input devices, are microphone, video camera, photographic camera. So what are filters? It is the second component. Now it is meant for analog processing. Now examples of filters can be analog video effect device, analog audio effect device, or mixing device. All these are responsible for carrying out analog processing. Third component is sink. It is used for analog output or for storage of results. Examples of sinks or analog output devices, they can be speaker, video display, video tape recorder, and audio tape recorder. Now we have seen that in analog medium devices, there are 3 components: sources, filters, and sinks. Sources, they are analog input devices. These filters, they are analog processing devices, and sinks, they are analog output devices. And we have also seen the examples of all these 3. The main thing to remember is that all these devices of analog medium will be using analog signals for communication. Now, second category of devices, multimedia devices, will be digital media devices. Now, digital media devices, as the name indicates, they will deal with digital signal. A digital signal can be represented on 2 bits only, in the form of zeros and ones. And further, they are divided into three subcategories again. First is capturing devices, second is processing devices, and third, presentation devices. Now, capturing devices are your digital input devices. They can be your keyboard, your scanner for documents or images, your optical character recognition means OCR device. These devices are used to capture the input from the user into the computer system, but in digital form, in the form of binary 0 and 1. Next, we have digital processing devices. They can be video encoder or decoder, audio encoder or decoder, digital video effects device, or digital audio effects device. These are all digital processing devices. Third component is your digital output devices or presentation devices. They can be your printer, monitor, or projector. All of them are digital presentation devices. Now, in digital media devices, we have seen three components: capturing devices, processing devices, and presentation devices. Main thing to remember is that all of these devices work on digital mode in the form of binary zeros and ones. Third category of your multimedia devices is general purpose devices. Their examples include storage devices like your CD-ROM, your hard disk, network interface, and general purpose registers or processors. All these devices work in digital mode. Next category that we have is interaction devices. Now, since multimedia is of three types, one is linear multimedia, another is non-linear multimedia, and last one is interactive multimedia. Now, since we know that in linear multimedia, we have to visit from beginning to end, and users have no navigation control. Users have to go through the presentation from beginning to end as it is. User will have no navigation control in case of linear multimedia. Whereas in your non-linear multimedia, users have some navigation controls. They can randomly visit a page of the presentation. They have some controls with them in non-linear multimedia. Okay, they can traverse through the presentation in a non-linear manner. Means at a random way, they can visit the pages of a multimedia presentation. Whereas in your interaction multimedia, in case of your interaction multimedia, users will have complete control with them. Users will directly interact with our multimedia software systems. Okay, so these interactive multimedia applications include the following examples. You can see a keyboard, a mouse, a joystick, or an electronic pen. So these are the examples of interactive devices. Okay, because using these devices you can get direct control over the application. Okay, so these are called interactive multimedia devices. So next category is your synchronization devices. Now, since multimedia presentation will contain several multimedia elements, they are all working together. So there needs to be some synchronization of the audio, video, text, graphics, animations. So we need to maintain the synchronization. How we will maintain that synchronization? When these multimedia elements are working simultaneously. In that case, we need some hardware resistance. We need some hardware components to maintain that proper timing, proper synchronization across these elements. So one example is your sync generator that is used in various applications for managing the timing of these elements. Sync generator is important to maintain proper timing of various multimedia elements when they're working simultaneously. So Macromedia Flash will also use it. Computer games will also require to use it. Last category is your multimedia platform. Now, A multimedia platform is one which integrates various devices and various components. So such platforms are Apple Mac operating system and IBM compatible operating system, which supports these multimedia devices and components. So in today's lecture, we have learned different types of multimedia systems, one presentation system, another development system. Then we have learned 6 categories of multimedia devices. First, we have learned analog medium devices, which had 3 components: source, filter, and sync. Then we learned digital media devices, which again have 3 components, okay, presentation devices, capturing devices, and processing devices. Then we have learned general purpose devices, okay. We have learned other devices also like interactive devices. And then finally we have seen multimedia integrated devices. So I hope you might have all learned different types of multimedia systems and multimedia devices that are used in multimedia presentations. Okay, thanks to all of you for listening.